It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. You know, if you're in the document editing channel, you know there's a whole lot of rumors floating around the channel, right? Hell, some of these rumors I've even started myself. But a lot of times we get overwhelmed with rumors and we don't really know if the rumors are true, if the rumors are false. Is there any merit to the rumor? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a special show on rumors. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I want to get on my Sharp interactive board through my Macintosh. So see, I'm doing something different here, folks. I'm actually got a PowerPoint put together because these rumors are complex, and I want to show you some pictures evolved with the rumors. And I figured I would do that by displaying them on my Sharp interactive board. It's really cool stuff, folks. This technology is awesome. So without any further ado, let's just jump right in there and get ready, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 2021 Rumors Roast. There's a lot of rumors out there, and we need to roast these rumors. We need to bring them to the surface. We need to see if there's any merit to them. I'll give you my opinion, whether I think they're probable or not, and we'll just move on from there. Because, ladies and gentlemen, rumors can change an industry. Sometimes these rumors are, in fact, actual things going on behind the scenes. And if we don't discuss them, how will we ever know? Thankfully, on the end of the day with Ray, I do some of these special episodes, and I think the 2021 Rumors Roast, well, I think I might start something here. Maybe people will be able to talk about rumors a little bit more and solve some of the industry's real crisis. So without any further ado, let's just jump in it. Folks, this first rumor, when I first saw it, I was like, holy crap, that is a crazy thing. And then the more I studied it, it had some merit. So without any further ado, let me just bring it up. Here's the rumor. There's a rumor out there that Konica is hiring RK Taylor Consulting. Now, I don't know if Konica's hiring RK Taylor Consulting, but I'm thinking this is an interesting rumor. It's a special assignment, by the way. And when I started getting more involved in the rumor, well, why would they want him on a special assignment? What exactly would he do for Konica Minolta? And once I found out what the special assignment was, then I pretty much figured out this is really a probability of happening. This could be a real rumor. And so let me just show you the slide. This is why they're bringing in Rick Taylor. You know who Rick Taylor is, right? So RK Taylor is Rick Taylor, was the president of Konica Minolta Business USA. He recently left that position about a year ago, maybe 10 months ago. And now he has a consulting firm. You know, a lot of these executives start consulting firms, and that's fantastic. And Konica's figured out, hey, you know what? We need to hire this guy back and for this special assignment. And well, let me just jump into the special assignment, because once you see this, you'll probably agree with me that this is probably really going to happen. Well, it's around Forza. So, you know, Konica Minolta, through All Covered, bought Forza, the ERP that was going to change the imaging channel. Remember that thing? And it's kind of sitting out there, and the rumor is, this is all rumor. The rumor is that Rick Taylor needs to come in to help Konica because they want to unload this ERP system. And as they talked amongst each other, they realized that Rick Taylor was the only one in the world that knew why they bought Forza. So why not bring him to the table when they're trying to figure out how to get rid of it? So this makes sense to me. I think it's a probable rumor. I'm going to put that in the probability category. Okay, this next rumor has to do with our friends over at HP. And the rumor is that they're going to stop the Amplify program for resellers the day that they can sell the reseller's customer without the reseller. Now, I believe this is true. That's the whole point of Amplify, isn't it? Get the resellers through some kind of trickery to give them all this data about their end users. And see, this is why I have this magnet. So think of the magnet as Amplify. And what it's trying to do is it's trying to suck all the resellers' customers into the Amplify world, which is really HP's world. And then eventually they'll be able to sell those end users, right, without the reseller. And once they can go direct to the end user without the reseller because they got the reseller to give them all the data about the end user, well, they don't need to have the Amplify program anymore. So I'm going to say that's probably spot on. That's probably a true rumor. Okay, this next rumor is kind of interesting. It has to do with a company that we all love in the Document Editing channel. We all know this company very well. This company is based in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. It's called Great America Leasing. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the rumor out there. Great America Leasing melts all trophies and repaves entire parking lot. Now, we know that Great America has a ton of trophies. I mean, they probably have a trophy closet that's like a whole office. I mean, these people win a lot of stuff, right? And so we're thinking, you know, they need a parking lot resurface. You can see the snow there. It's kind of tough weather up there in Iowa, and, you know, the parking lots crack all the time. And they figure, let's melt all these trophies. You can see how it's starting to go there. So they're melting down all the trophies. They got the steamroller there, and they're going to flatten all that out. And pretty soon they'll have a trophy parking lot. I mean, why not? People go to your parking lot before they go into your building. If you had a trophy parking lot, you'd probably look even better than you really are. That's what I'm just thinking. So, you know what? I think because they've won enough awards over the years to actually pave their entire parking lot, I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably a real probability. Now, this next rumor, when I pull up the slide, you're going to say that I made this rumor up. You know, lately I've been talking about this a little bit, but folks, this did not come from me. This comes from an anonymous source. This is an anonymous source rumor. But let me just throw it up there, folks, because it's very interesting. There's a rumor out there that the MPSA and Tiger Paw are going to merge. They're just going to merge companies together. And at first, when I thought about this, I said, well, that kind of makes sense. I mean, if you go to Tiger Paw's website, there's more stuff about the MPSA on the website than there is about what Tiger Paw actually does. So I'm thinking that there's a real possibility that that rumor is spot on. And I'm thinking about it more and more. And then there's a rumor out there that there's actually a new logo for the combined company. Once I saw the new logo for the combined company, I'm thinking, okay, this is really going to happen. Well, let me just show you what it is. So the new logo is, well, the new name of the company, once they merge, is going to be called Paw Print. Paw Print. And it's got the tiger paw there, the word print. I love their byline, by the way. Be your own judge and win. This makes sense. It makes sense for these two people to come together. I mean, you know, when organizations come together, sometimes you see the executives going into one organization from the other. Maybe they have board chair seats or something. Like there could be an employees over at Tiger Paw. I think there's two of them that sit on the board of the MPSA. So that kind of makes sense that they would merge together. I mean, doesn't it? I think it makes sense to me. Folks, this next rumor is kind of interesting. So the next rumor is that Canon and Konica are staying with direct operations they will never sell. You know, they went on the tour. There's a couple of them. They're talking. I saw both executives from both of these organizations out there in the public saying that, you know, direct operations are important to them. Direct operations are insurance policy. We're going to keep our direct operations. We've seen Konica out there talking about, they were squashing the rumors about selling direct operations. And as they were squashing the rumors, they were actually selling some direct operations. So that was kind of iffy there. So I'm going to say that this is totally nonsensical rumor. This isn't even real. They are going to sell their direct offices. I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, how can an OEM run a direct operation these days? It's crazy. It's killing them. If you look at Konica's financials, this is the thing. When you think about Konica and their financial situation, the direct operations, selling off the direct operations, then you got this ERP system for the imaging channel. This rumor kind of ties into the rumor about Rick Taylor going and doing consulting work for Konica. You see how this is all coming together? Folks, this is amazing. So here's what I'm thinking. You know, I want you to think about Konica and Canon to kind of verify that this is just a kind of a bullshit rumor. Is this. So Konica, hang on a second, folks. I have a hard time when I get to some of these slides for some reason. They don't pop up. There we go. I want you to think of Konica and Canon as they've already kind of got rid of their direct operations. I mean, think about the house you sell and they put the sold sign up there, but in all reality, you haven't closed yet. I think that's all that's going on. I think Konica and Canon know exactly where they're going to dump off their direct operations. They just haven't done it yet. So I think that rumor's false. The real rumor that I could sit behind is that Konica and Canon are going to get rid of all their direct operations. That would only make sense. Okay, this next rumor is a very interesting rumor. It has to do with two of our blogs. And when I first heard this rumor, I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. But then the more I thought about it, the more this rumor's probably going to come true. And the rumor is that the Industry Analyst Inc. blog and the Imaging Channel blog are going to merge as one blog. And I started thinking to myself, well, you know, there's some merit here. I mean, they both publish exactly the same stuff most of the time. I mean, you know, there's not any kind of scoop going on. You know, remember in the old days, there'd be a scoop. Hey, I want to get that story first. I think these folks just kind of work together. I'm not sure. I'm thinking they call each other up. Hey, you got that story? You got that press release? Yeah. Okay. When are you going to release it? And they time it so they release them at the same time. I mean, if they're going to basically talk about the same stuff, why wouldn't they merge? And as I was thinking about this, it kind of came together when I saw the new logo for this company. And this is it, by the way. It's called the Imaging Channel Industry. And I looked, you know, if you think about industry analyst, the imaging channel, the only thing they really kind of got rid of was the word analyst, which kind of made sense because you don't see a whole lot of analysis going on inside some of these blogs. So that kind of makes sense. The Imaging Channel Industry. And their byline, by the way, is pretty interesting. We take your press release seriously, regardless of its seriousness. It's kind of a tongue twister, but it's a good byline for a blog that does a lot of press releases, right? We take your press release seriously, regardless of its seriousness. Very interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this kind of the way I started it because there's another rumor about RK Consulting. I got to be, it seems to me that Rick's doing a good job, out there in the marketplace, trying to get these gigs. But it goes back to, is Konica hiring Rick Taylor Consulting for a second assignment? So we already know about the first assignment. Now there's a second assignment, obviously rumored out there. And I'm thinking, well, if they're going to hire him for one assignment, why wouldn't they hire him for two? But then when I found out what the second assignment was, I'm thinking, oh my God, this only makes sense. And so the second assignment is this, folks. Get ready for this slide because this is really, really interesting. They want Rick Taylor to go out there and find Konica some type of a consortium that they can merge together inside Konica. Because what they're really looking for, folks, in this consortium is they're looking for a consortium that has a bunch of vendors that are willing to pay for booths at a meeting. They don't have to do anything. They just need to be willing to pay for booths at a meeting. If the consortium is a bunch of vendors that'll pay for a booth at a meeting, Konica wants them. They want to bring him into the fold. Rick Taylor, he understands the space out there. He knows something. If there's a consortium out there, he probably could find it, is what I'm thinking. And if the consortium is really just a collection of vendors that are willing to pay for booths and tables at a meeting, that's not a bad deal. Maybe Rick can pull that off. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you, it was exciting. It was exciting to go through the 2021 Rumors Roast with you because rumors sometimes can change an industry. And everybody watching me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.